Hello. Short range power. Right, now, this involves a whole heap of things. So, I'll show you big first of all, so you understand what I mean. We've spoken many times before about this waveform movement and the outer hip for torque and all that sort of jazz. And a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, I showed you about the outer hip for torque to get power in your hooks and uppercuts. And a couple of people have wrote into me and said, got an amazing increase in power straight away, but I don't know how to use it on a straight, or I can't use it on a straight, or can it be used on a straight? And my reply has always been, well, it's easier, much easier on hooks and uppercuts. You can do it on a straight, but that's a higher level form of striking. And when you look back at the old timers, one of the ones, well, a few that spring to mind, Joe Lewis, Archie Moore, and of course, the amazing, incredible, the best ever, Roberto Duran. They get short range power at one today, Beterbiev, or Beterbiev, however you want to say it. He's got great short range power. Now you can use that same hip movement, so go and look at that one, outside hip for torque, to get short range power from a straight punch. So we'll do it from a straight because it's the most difficult one. So we know about making a hinge on this outer hip so you can drive your hips and throw the punch. So just from here you can just here and get a decent amount of power from a short range. So it's here. Decent amount. Knowing that your hip has to go first and all the other bits and pieces. So again, look back at the old timers where they said throw a punch, you throw it. Okay, you don't just stick your arm out. So that was with the hip on the outside here, the hinge, if you like, on the outside of that non-hitting side hip. Now you can move the hinge all the way over there, which, to exaggerate the effect, if you watch this back hip, I'll exaggerate it, it makes the back hip come out. Now, where people go wrong is they revert back to martial arts and they rotate around a central axis here. So they imagine there's a pole through my head, down through, coming out the groin, and they rotate here with it. That's not what's happening. The rotation is a million miles over there. So imagine that they're part of a stick, the torque wrench, if you like, and it brings it in here. So it's not a rotation here, it's the whole thing going in. It's a subtle but big difference. So that when you're in here and you're looking for the short range power here, it comes in this way. And it may, without understanding it properly, sometimes it doesn't look, I'm exaggerating a bit so you can see it. Sometimes it doesn't look as powerful as you might think, but believe you me, it is. I've put a lot of people to sleep with short range shots over the years, but it's a case of understanding where your body weight is. Now, because this hip is going back, or appears to be going back, it's the illusion of going back, people think that you're shoving body weight back, which is stopping it from going in. That's not the case. It's this whole body going in. So if I make it really big and exaggerated for you, a little bit longer, it's here, the whole body going in. And it's that gives you that short range power. If you look at Joe Lewis, beautiful examples of it. He's in close with people and he's generating true knockout power from this sort of range with each punch. And it's beautiful to watch. And that is, in my opinion, pretty much a lost art in boxing today. They're all out here. It's all long range for the power. Very few of them have got that short range power compared to the old school I'm talking. Of course, some people can hit hard. Of course, they all hit hard, pro fighters. But I hope you understand what I mean. Anyway, that short range power. It is, don't care what you say. You know the drill. You can either like it or not, share it. You know what I mean. Get on with it. See you later.